Hey guys, welcome back to another episode in the deep playthrough of AC Odyssey. Let's pet the bird a bit. If you press Y while the bird is landing on your arm, you will show some affection to this beautiful, proud predator bird. I think there's also an animation that he gives him some nuts or something, but doesn't really show. Anyways, I did watch some, in the meantime, some tricks, tips and tricks on YouTube. And apparently... How the hell do you jump down? How do I jump down? Okay, like so. Apparently, the item attributes, so the perks, so you have like your gear and it has like that big number, that's the overall armor, but it also has like the little perks, like the plus 4% damage. I think the sword has the same. Those increase in levels of 10, so from 1 to 11, 21, I think 22. At those levels you get like 33, you get like a new boost to those sub perks. So not the overall one, but the sub perks. And in that context, I understood it might be inefficient to upgrade your weapons all the time for each leveling up that you do, because you may gain a bit of that overall stat, but the substats, which are actually also quite important, remain the same for 10 levels anyways. So it might be more efficient to only upgrade your gear once every 10 levels, but yeah, I still have to really get a feel with how the economy works in this game. Anyways, our objective was, I wanted to do something, I think near that, yeah, it's now too late for me to check out my previous episodes, but because I'm already in game. But I remember I wanted to do something with that blacksmith. Probably for my gear. Let's check it out. I only have one sword. Maybe I wanted to buy some stuff. That could be. Because I'm level 3 and I'm wearing quite a lot of level 2 items. Yeah, I think I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to focus on a specific build, which probably for now is going to be Assassin, because that way I can soonest take out that mercenary dude. I also understood that taking out mercenaries early game is also advised, because it really gives you like useful XP. Alright, where was that dude? Where was the market? Behind here. There he is.
Let me know if you have questions.
Alright. Too bad I cannot see my own stuff here. There was also a video that said what is more efficient, selling items or dismantling them and then selling them for parts. And I think selling them as a whole gains some additional money more often than not. But I also understood that keeping the resources of dismantled items is actually more useful than getting the money, because there are other sources of money in the world. So probably I will do that if I have like stuff that I don't use. And also a tip was like, don't hoard stuff until you're like over encumbered. Really sell stuff or dismantle it. Have like some turnover into your inventory. Anyways, let's see what he has for sale. This is more or less what... this is of course what I have. Let's see what he has. This is what he has. This is the same as I have, I think. Yes, mine is actually a bit better, and I'm also not really sure why a sword can do boost hunter damage. I mean, hunter is like ranged, and a sword is not really a ranged weapon. Anyways, we have a dagger. This is the kind of dagger one uses to take your purse and then your life. Some believe the value of the sword dictates which gods are attracted to bless worship. Some believe the value of the sword dictates which gods are attracted to bless worshippers during a sacrifice. The blade is black as night with moonlight reflected on a single edge. There's so much content here. For up close and personal hunting, this knife is a good companion. When a war has gone on too long and needs to end, this blade makes its appearance. Nope. I will at least go with a level 3 weapon. Heavy blunt. This mace is used mostly in religious custom, but don't get on the bad side of this studded destroyer. It's slow but reliable. Bludgeon mace. Let's hope your foe is just as lethargic. Common heavy blunt. This mace has conducted rituals in the dark chambers of cloaked mystics. Alright, yeah, I won't be reading them all, it's a bit much. But it's actually pretty nice that everything he has to sell is in the same menu. So you don't have like a weapon menu and then back out to go to the mace menu or to the gear menu. It's all in here. So I can actually read them all, it's not that much. This hearty, because they're quite fun descriptions. This hearty axe has in the past been used to chop wood and chop off heads. It may look clumsy, but this axe can do whatever you want it to do. Stab and cut, 2 wounds, 1 axe. Nope, won't be doing that one. This weapon is fine-tuned to perform well in wartime. Like the average Greek, this staff is practical and blunt. It just looks like a sturdy walking stick, but it has additional potential. Alright, a staff. Not sure where you would use that one for. How expensive is it? 198. I like it that the economy, it's not like super cheap, like in Skyrim, that you're like a millionaire within a couple of in-game world trading. Here it's like I can only buy like 3 weapons or like 1 weapon and 2 gears. I think going by the prices of this staff, which is like 1/3 or a bit less than my total purse. This light throwing spear is used for both Olympic sport and the battlefields. Though its tip is made of stone, its jagged edge has a wicked stab. Holy shit, a stone spear. Bows. Let's check my bow. I have a level 1 bow with a bit of hunter damage. This was crafted and approved by Drusilla, the expert bower of Kefalonia. That's the bow that I just got. It's as unrefined as the bandits that use it. Once hit with an arrow from this bow, the victim can feel venom tingling in their veins. Okay. So this is like a venomous bow or something? Not really sure. Not sure how a bow can inflict venom. I can understand the arrows, but the bow itself, though quite common, this bow is favored for a reason. Alright, for now I will keep my own bow, I guess. Or maybe not. Yes, I will keep it. Because I will engrave it maybe. Unless engraving is very expensive, but let's see how expensive engraving is. Ah, you can also upgrade, by the way. Engrave. I can only do +2 hunter damage. Is that my only engraving? By the way, I wonder whether having a weapon engraved, like for instance the assassin damage, whether that ups the general assassin damage or only assassin damage done via the bow. Because I think assassin damage is only done when doing like a stealth kill or something. So I assume it is the general assassin damage, because you cannot really do assassin damage with a bow. Yeah, maybe you can. But can you do warrior damage with a bow? Yeah, I think you can maybe as well. Like in the midst of battle, just whipping out the bow. Assassin damage could be shooting someone from a stealthy spot. I'm not really sure how this all works. That's a bit of a problem. I can of course test it, see if what my stats will become after I engrave it. Let's check the price, by the way. Here I can only do assassin damage. Cost 2 wood. It doesn't cost that much money actually. Alright, let's just check assassin damage. Let's just check my current assassin damage.
Stop by again.
Alright. Man, I have a lot of assassin damage. Not sure how that is, but let's write it down because I will for sure forget. 92, 34, 542. Now let's engrave that bow.
I see you have good taste.
It's so weird that I cannot choose other engravings, but whatever. Here we go. Probably they're all locked. Alright. Improved hunter bow. +2 assassin damage. Nice. What does this mean? That little item on it. Can I also remove my thingies? I think I can. Nothing much to be done here now. Let's check out the stats.
I'm glad you stopped by.
Alright, 92, 34 and 550. Yes. So that is an increase of 8 out of 542. I don't even think that that is 2%. 1% is 5. No. 2% would be like 11 points. And I only got 8 points extra, but whatever. I do think these perks upgrade the overall assassin damage, and not only the assassin damage done by that specific weapon with the engraving. By the way, I said perks, I meant engravings.
What
Anyways,
can I get for you?
let's now try and check out the gear. Because this is all, I will for now just keep the sword, and I will not go with blunts or bladed or staffs or spears or daggers. I could try and see what the upgrade does. Sword, can I upgrade it? 15 stone, 7 height, 126 coins. Yeah, so this only increases the overall damage per second. Not even sure. How can a bow have damage per second? It's like a one-hit weapon. Anyways, it doesn't increase the engravings, the perks, so to say. Those only increase each 10th level increase. I understood. Character level increase. No, I'm not going to upgrade now, I guess. I could maybe upgrade this one. This is, of course, almost a doubling. This is less than a doubling. This is more than a doubling. This is actually quite expensive. 308 in coin plus some pelts, soft leather. And if I buy, where the hell are the bows? Here. 243, 243, 220. Yes, so buying a new one is much cheaper than upgrading the existing one. I will leave it for now. Let's check out if I can... or maybe I can also engrave the sword. Yeah, it was only hunter damage that I could engrave it with. No, this looks like a really scarce good. So I will leave that for now. I will use it on something else. Yeah, or yeah, I'm not sure. 402. It looks like your first engraving is the most impactful. No, here it's not. Anyways, if you see my armor, this one is pretty good. Assassin. This one does hunter damage. And hunter damage as well. And assassin damage. It's like a mix indeed. Maybe I will just keep that mix, but let's see if there's some better gear available over here. For Spartans who prefer their hands remain attached to their wrists, these do the trick. Alright, for warrior. The leather straps woven into the fingers will help the wearer hold fast. Athenians value speed over protection in battle, as this armor demonstrates. Assassin damage +4, that's actually pretty good. Mine has hunter damage. This is not even that expensive. It is my level and it has the required perk, so probably I will go with this one. Warrior damage, I think this is more or less what I have now. Mercenary breastplate. Yes. This is exactly the same, except with a different engraving. But I am going with this one. Let's buy it. Alright, did he put it on? No. Let's put it on.
Let me know if you need anything else.
I do think it looks a bit weird, but whatever. Here we do not look into the darkness of this metal. Those who do have driven mad by what they've seen. Have been driven mad. Ah, it looks actually pretty cool, I must say. Happy with that. Let's dismantle this one for some additional items. And let's get back to the shop.
What can I show you?
It's a pretty streamlined menu. I'm happy with that. Alright, almost there. The last thing a mercenary need to worry about is keeping their outfit held up. Those poor boys fighting at the front of the Athenian phalanx need to be quick and nimble. These help. This is all level 1. As appropriate at a symposium as a battlefield, this armor protects and impresses. Alright, I could go with this one. Warrior damage. No, I prefer the hunter damage, and the stats are more or less similar what I have currently, so I will just keep my own waist. Then we go to legs. These greaves have been patched together with numerous parts of different leather, albeit poorly. A pair of simple leather sandals worn by bandits and outlaws. They're chosen for their durability and ease of repair. It is my level, that's good, but it's not really my... I prefer assassin damage over warrior damage. This is actually the same damage output, but with assassin damage. A mercenary goes nowhere in the wrong boots, but I really dislike the looks of these. Maybe I'm a bit stupid, but it is what it is. This is also the same with assassin damage. With all the light growing on them, it's plain to see these greaves were lost beneath the waves for a long time. Nope, I will just keep what I have and just put an assassin engraving on it. These horses are bred for speed and like to carry as little as possible. Phobos is not only a nimble mount who can sprint short distances, but a great companion as well. Alright, no. I could maybe buy some of this stuff. For the engravings, it's pretty expensive. Used to upgrade gear, this rare volcanic mineral can be looted from leaders, stolen from nation chests in forts, or earned by completing war contracts and conquest battles. This is for gear upgrades. What's the difference between engraving and upgrading? Ah, that's just the damage per second. And gear... No, this gear only requires stone or metal, iron metal. Don't really understand that. Obsidian glass. I already read this, but I'm doing it once more just to keep it better in mind. Used to engrave gear, precious gems are carried by mercenaries and earned by completing bounties. Yes, so I need to get that mercenary dude that's hunting me. Used to upgrade the Adrestia, olive wood can be salvaged from sinking ships and certain wild trees or recovered from dismantled gear. It's not only used for the Adrestia, I think. I just had something that I think also required wood. Or maybe that was leather, I'm not even sure anymore. Used to engrave weapons, iron metal can be mined in caves, looted from soldiers and bandits, or recovered from dismantled gear. So here it says this iron metal is for engraving and obsidian is for upgrading. But if I go here, it says that iron metal is used for upgrading, not obsidian. I don't see any obsidian here. It's only wood and iron metal, so I don't really understand those descriptions. Almost there. And then we have leather, used to engrave armor. Soft leather is primarily earned by hunting predator animals or recovered from dismantled gear. Alright, I will maybe first engrave, and if I need some more, for instance, precious gems. Obsidian, glass, precious gems. Then I will buy some over here. But first let's do some engravings. This one we could engrave, but only with hunter damage. Do I want that? No. First I'm gonna max out assassin damage. Like plus 10 critical damage while full health. I'm not sure how critical damage works. Is that when you do a stealth attack? I'm not sure, but it actually sounds pretty good. So I think I will just go for it. Alright, so critical damage, I'm gonna write it down. I want to know what that does. Critical damage, question mark. Then we have that one sorted. And we go over here. And let's see what we can engrave it with. Only hunter, god damn it. Why not assassin? I want to stack all the assassin. Check this one. Yes, nice. This one can do assassin, albeit only 2%. Do I want that? Only 2%. Yeah, it doesn't cost any precious gem, so I will just do it. And then we look at the boots. Hunter 2. It's pretty okay. That only requires leather, like gear upgrades. Only weapon upgrades use gems, I guess. So this uses... I cannot see it anymore, but this is also gear. And it only uses leather and coin, not even that much. So let's just go with this one. I hope I can remove them later on. So this only uses leather, and the weapons use those gems and iron. Yeah, let's do a bit of hunter damage, why not? Alright, we're a bit of a mix between hunter and assassin. Not really what I wanted. I actually would have liked to have more of a focused build for now, but it is what it is. Upgrading I will do later on. I will just buy, why not, some of this stuff. Might come in handy when upgrading. When for engravings. So these are engravings for the weapons. These are engravings for armor. So that's important to note. This is for upgrading gear. And then also used to engrave weapons. Used to engrave gear. Used to engrave weapons. Used to engrave armor. What's the difference between weapons and gear? Weapons versus gear? Question mark. Alright, enough. I'm almost...
Thanks for looking.
Badge unlocked. No, screw you with your club. I am literally almost a full episode in the manual. I'm very sorry, that's probably not fun to watch, but yeah, it's a deep playthrough. All aspects of the game will pop by, so not that much I can do on that, alas. Let's check our objectives. Let's show all. Talk to Marcos. Ah, okay, I had to talk with him. And this dude is still a bit overly strong. So let's see where Marcos is. Marcus, where the hell are you? What's this? A message board. And let's also check the message board indeed. And in the footsteps of gods is also something. I don't want to see photos. Shipdog. Sami. Blacksmith, that's where we are now. Let's go to the message board. And let's just do this little quest here, why not? And then later on we will go to Sami. And once we are level 4 or 5, we will hit this dude. Sorry guys, I have to take a bit of tea. I'm always wasting gas to warm the water for tea, to boil the water, and then 9 out of 10 times I let it become cold, which is of course a total waste of money. I can just as well pour cold water in my cup and forget about the whole boiling of the water. Alright, let's check out if there's a new contract. No. So let's check out that person. There was something here. I think it's up there. See if we can talk with these people. Nope. But we can take some arrows from over here. And maybe we can use this. Or this. Let's check over here. Maybe these dudes? Nope. Pressing the Y button to try and interact with them. I think there might be something in there, but also let's check this woman. She looks suspicious. Nothing there. This is some kind of female god, I think. Somebody dropped his bucket over there. This is like honey with what lies there. That lies there. Check out the dude to the left. He has some kind of a weird one eye. Really funny. All the creativity and fantasy people came up with in the context of religion. They actually did quite a good job. Ubisoft Quebec. With their research probably, with all these murals. Alright, I have no idea what this means, that music cue. Maybe it was just that same woman and the bow building woman. Maybe she's just a quest giver. Let's check that out. Let's check that. She was somewhere over here. There she is. Is this her? Yeah. No. Alright, where the hell is that quest giver? Yeah, in the footsteps of gods. What happens if I mark it without a HUD? Nothing happens because I don't have a HUD. Oh, wrong button. Alright, so I think it was to the right. Yes. Really confusing that the left menu button is like the map, but if you press it again it does not exit the map, then it triggers the legend, which is really weird. By the way, before doing that quest, what I also read, I'm not sure whether this will be considered stealing. I cannot even pick it up here. Because I don't have a HUD, otherwise it will be red. The indicator will be red if it's stealing. But anyways, I read that if you climb up over the statues, and the developer said climb all over the place, so probably they were joking, like also don't forget his like manly parts, that it would bring something. And this could also be one of the viewpoints that enables like fast travel ability. Check out the draw distances and how realistic it looks. These little islands. It's amazing. Right, what the hell is this? Looks like a book. Cannot pick it up. Nothing much here, but let's try to climb this dude. I really hope I will be able to get a binocular in this game. But again, I'm not sure whether binoculars existed during this time. Alright, let's see if there will be a joke here.
I should probably not climb on this.
I wonder what happens if you play as Cassandra. Yes, I think this is a viewpoint. Can I synchronize here or something? Nothing happens. Maybe I need to get on top of there. This does look like a viewpoint, right? Yes, very nice. Nice. So, did we unlock a few points? Synchronize location, fast travel, nice. I don't know how to get off of stuff. Ah, B button. Let's climb down via his backside. Man, it's a bit clumsy at climbing. On the other hand, he really doesn't fall off. That's also handy. Let's climb on his face. Let's see if something happens. Alright. Oh, god damn it. Let's see if something happens if we climb over his back end. No funny comments? I find it pretty funny. Let's see if we get a comment if we climb here again. I was actually expecting a bit more humor here, because I saw this developer saying, yeah, you have to climb all upwards all over him, and he really had like this twinkle in his eye, like something very funny would happen. But only thing how can I okay, like so, climb down. No, the only thing that happened was Alexios saying I shouldn't climb here, so that was not like the funniest thing in the game. I mean, it was amusing, but I was not ruffling. I was not ruffling. Rolling on the floor from laughter. Right, I do have to get that climbing mechanic a bit more down. But that's for the next episode, guys. Already past the 40-minute marker. So we'll continue in the next one, where we will be doing this one or this one. And we also still have to do this one. But that's now a bit out of our way. So let's first do this one. What's this? Marcus's Vineyard. Ah, there's also an Enigmata Ostraka over there. That is also cool. That's one of those tablets that's, I think, grant some extra engravings. So these are the little objectives we will tackle in the next one. This one probably be last because that's the main objective. Let's first do the side objectives. Hope you enjoyed. I for sure enjoyed it again. Hope to see you in the next episode. And for the meantime, guys, do not forget to always keep on gaming. See you later.